Hey everyone, I got the newest variant of the Lenovo Flex 5 Chromebook that just recently came out, and this is the best Chromebook you could buy in January 2021. So let's get started with the cost. The cost of this Chromebook is only $500 MSRP, but right now, if you buy it through Costco, get it for $350. That's through January 24th. I'll put the link in the description, but at $350, that's an amazing deal and a steal for a premium quality Chromebook that will last you for years. And even at $500, I would still say that's probably the best Chromebook you could buy right now, even better than the critically acclaimed Acer Spin 713. First off with the build, it weighs in at 2.97 pounds, and honestly this weighs every bit of that 3 pounds. It's 0.7 inches thick, so it's not the thinnest laptop Chromebook, still portable, but it is more on the bulkier, heavier side. Underneath, it packs an Intel 10th Gen i3 processor, 128 gigabytes of NVMe SSD storage, 8 gigabytes of RAM, Wi-Fi 6, and Bluetooth 5. So with that kind of hardware on a Chromebook, you'll be flying through any application that you put it through, and it'll last you quite a long time. The screen is a 13.3 inch touchscreen, full HD, LED backlit, and it's also IPS. From what I found out, the screen is 250 nits. Indoors, it's plenty bright enough. There's no issues with it whatsoever. If you're more of an outdoor user, it might get a little bit more difficult, but it's still a pretty good screen. It also allows for USI stylus input, but overall the screen is very nice. What I like to point out is the speakers here are up firing, and because of that, it gets decently loud. It's not the best speakers, but it's significantly louder than the Acer Spin 713. And again, I'm going to compare it to the Acer Spin 713 because that is what everyone's calling the best Chromebook of 2020, and I think this laptop blows it out of the water, to be honest with you. It's much louder, upper firing, it's a nicer experience. Not the clearest, but at least it's usable. Regarding the keyboard, there's backlighting, it's tactile, it's very nice to type on. I have very few typing errors on. It's a very nice size, has a nice feel to it, but the problem is it's kind of loud. The trackpad is a Mylar touchpad. It's kind of like a plasticky material, but it's very responsive, very smooth. I don't have much smudges on it. I don't see any shine or oil that's left behind. So right now, I'm really liking it. It's not glass, but it seems like it's holding up to the daily usage. Regarding the webcam is 720p. There is a privacy slider, so if you're one of those people who like to cover your webcam up with a piece of tape or a post-it note, you can just use a physical slider, and it'll just block out the camera. As far as quality goes for the webcam, it's only 720p. It's good enough for today's world, with Zoom meetings and whatnot, but I wouldn't be recording videos with it. It's good enough as a webcam. This is a video test of the Lenovo Flex 5 webcam. Regarding ports, there are two USB-Cs, one on each side. There's also a USB-A port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a micro SD slot. There's also a Kensington lock, and of course there's a power volume rockers on the side as well in case you use it as a tablet. Speaking of tablet, this laptop is convertible, so it's 2-in-1. It can be used as a laptop, or you can flip it around, make it a tablet, you can make it a tent, you can do whatever you want. It's one of those 360 hinges. And for these kind of laptops, people always talk about the hinges, right? Lenovo is a reputable brand, and they've been making these convertible laptops for a while, but from what I've read in reviews, these are plastic hinges, and there are countless reviews where after say 6 months from the 4GB RAM variant of this Chromebook, the hinges broke for a few people. in my experience, the hinges are very stiff. There's no way you can open up this Chromebook with just one finger, and if you open the computer off-centered, the screen might flex a little bit. If you're one of those people who like to convert their laptop into tablet mode and whatnot, you might be a little bit wary of the hinge issue, but I'm hoping that the people who have the hinges broke, they're in a few percentile, and hopefully that's not the norm for this computer. But I did want to point it out because the more information you have, the better decision you can make. Talking about battery life, I've used this laptop and I can easily get around 8 to 9 hours, no problem. The way I usually use it is I use it for just surfing the web and YouTube. You can watch Netflix and whatnot, and easily can get 9 hours out of this, no problem. So final thoughts, this Chromebook is a Chromebook. It's $500 MSRP, and compared to the Acer Spin 713, again, which was consistently rated as the best Chromebook of 2020, I think this takes the cake. That Chromebook comes in at $630 MSRP, and sure, it comes with a nicer screen, but this is $500. It's $130 cheaper. That's fantastic at MSRP. But if you're buying it now through Costco at $350, that's nearly a $300 difference, and that's huge. So arguably this would be the best Chromebook you buy in January of this year, 2021. It's future proof with 8 gigabytes of RAM, Wi-Fi 6. This Chromebook will get updates until June of 2028. The screen is good enough, it works fine. It may not be the best outdoors, but indoors you won't be able to tell the difference between 250 nits and 300 nits. The sound is relatively loud. Again, it's not the best speakers, but 100% significantly better than the Acer Spin 713. That Chromebook has the speakers on the bottom, and if you're a lap user for laptops, you couldn't hear a thing. Besides that, the downside of this laptop, it's every bit of 3 pounds. It is a little bit heavy, and the hinges are a bit questionable. There are a few reviews out there that say that after a few months their hinges broke, so just keep that in mind. But with Costco, there's a decent return policy with that, 90 days, no questions asked, and Costco also offers a 2-year warranty. If you're interested in this stuff, I'm going to be getting some other Chromebooks later on this year. Particularly interested in the Galaxy Chromebook 2. If you're interested in that, or if you want to see anything else, please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to make it happen. So until next time, thank you for watching.